tearing out pieces of me to replace the broken pieces of you. Tearing out.
Hello, wealthy family, and welcome to today's Mindset Monday. Thank you so much for coming and sharing some time with me. I love and appreciate you all. So, today we are going to have a little bit of a repeat conversation because lately in my readings, I've been getting a lot of people that are still stuck on trying to save other people. They are trying to figure out what they can do to help bring their friends or bring their family over to the other side. They're stuck on people understanding them as a whole, and they don't just quite get that they can't, right? Of course, by the time we're done talking, they get it. But if it's been on the mind of my clients, on the hearts and soul and energy of them, I'm sure it's on the heart and soul and mind of you all as well, right? Because we're a family, and families may not always talk about the things that bother them, but I've come to realize that if it's on my mind, it's on you all's as well, okay? So we are going to go over some ways that you can mentally let go of certain things, how you can rise above and realize that certain things that we've become accustomed to in our human form is not really how life works, okay? This planet that we live on is a school. It is not the only planet that is a school in this universe. It is very small-minded to think and feel that we are the only intelligent living beings out there, okay? Now, this planet is a school, and it is meant to learn and have experiences to help us evolve and grow. However, there are certain beings that came to this school many eons ago, and they failed. And because they failed, they have been stuck here going through the rut. Because unlike our traditional K through 12 schools, no mosquito, unlike our traditional K through 12 schools, where if someone fails, they can go to summer school, then they can take a couple tests, then they get a teacher that's sick of seeing them, and it's like, let me push you up because you're now 20 years old in the 6th grade. The universe doesn't work that way. The earth doesn't work that way. This atmosphere does not work that way. If you fail, you got to keep going till you get it right. So because they failed for oh so long, and they can't seem to get it together, they have been stuck here. So now, they're like the 20-year-olds in 6th grade. They know the layout. They've realized how they can kind of overcome and conquer certain things, and they put things in place to make them now, instead of being 20-year-olds in 6th grade, they're now 25 and are the principals, the teachers, the administrators. So now they're setting the rules, and they're getting things set in place so that everyone else that comes in, the new students, the new kids on the block, when they come in, it's like, oh, okay, well, y'all been here for so long, you must know the ropes, here we go. However, there are some people that are alumni that have graduated and moved on. And now they're alumni, and they're coming back for their 10, 20-year reunion. And they're like, wait a minute, these mofos running the show? That's not right. That's not right. Do you know who they are? Let me tell you who they are. They are despicable, horrible people, and they kept failing, or I shouldn't say people, but individuals, beings, and they kept failing. But now, because everyone that knew them has grown up and moved on and aged out, there's no one to contest them, and now they're running this school like a prison. Now you're being encompassed and you're a prison. You're prisoners. And that's not how it's supposed to be. So hey, let us teach y'all. Let's show you all that you don't have to be prisoners. You're just students. You're here to learn. And you, because you're students and you're here to learn, you can manipulate the curriculum. So now these alumni are here. They're trying to help. But some of the students that are new on the block, they're like, hey, alumni, thank you for showing us. But we still want to save these horrible, despicable people that have been stuck here and keep going on and on and on. We want to help save them. And the alumni is like, you cannot save them. I understand that you've looked up to them and you put all this trust and power in them and you think that they're doing the right thing, but they're not. They're really big bullies. And now, the big bullies that have taken over and controlling certain things see the alumni and they're mad because they're like, oh crap, the alumni is going to come and upheaval everything that we're doing. So now, F trying to control these people, we just going to take them down with us. Because the alumni is going to take us down. The alumni is going to switch things up and have us move in a different way. So now we got to take all these other people with us. Misery loves company. So now they're doing certain things to put all these new kids and new students on the block into a mind fuck. They have a Vulcan grip on you. And instead of saying, okay, you know what, we're going to allow ourselves to let go of these big bullies, these big dominant people that keep putting us in detention, that keep trying to treat us like prisoners and look beyond, you know, the goodness of us, and they're just trying to take us down with them in their misery. Instead of saying, okay, we're just going to let them be, and you keep fighting to try to hold on to them, and now you're an anchor. You have allowed them to become an anchor and pull you down. Now you can't excel and grow either. So now the alumni are like, okay, well, those of you who still want to hang out with the bullies that love the company because they're miserable, we are going to focus on those who want it. And we're going to help who want to break free of this prison, this school that's really being run as a prison. Those who want to help change up the curriculum and make things wonderful again, we're going to focus on them. But those who have been stuck in the clusterfuck for so long cannot see past their own self-imposed box. They can't see outside their own classroom to realize that there's so many other things out there. There's so many other classrooms available. There's portables out there. There's a whole nother building and criteria outside of this one building that you've been stuck in for the longest because you think that you just gotta stay here in the 6th grade and a 6th grade building instead of moving on to the high school building. That is what's happening. You gotta let these people go, and it doesn't matter that you've looked up to these people, you love these people, they've been in your life for so long, you admire them, you've put them on a pedestal, you've become accustomed to them, you've become used to them, and you love their company. It doesn't fucking matter, because they're not going to make it, they're not going to graduate, and you have to allow them to be miserable on their own. You have to allow them to stay in their own right. They cannot have your company any longer. And it's okay to release and relinquish that energy and that feeling of being close to them, because guess what? When you let them go, when you open your hand and say, I'm no longer trying to hold on to this thing, I'm going to let it go, you cannot receive other things to hold on to. There's other things that can fill that void. We got to mentally move past these people that are not ready to move and graduate yet. We got to stop going around in a circle like this. We got to stop being stuck on a plane like this, because that's not how energy likes to move. Energy doesn't like to move like this on a stagnant plane. Energy likes to rise. It likes to grow and accumulate. And it's time for us to grow. That's what ascension is. That's what ascending is. It's growing. It's rising. It's looking forward. Not trying to hold on to the past, but realizing that all your future is a continuous momentum of actions that you choose now in the present. So if you choose presently right now to let go of these things and allow your hands to be open to receive new things, regardless of the things that you've been programmed with in the past, you can now see that there's so much more out there for you to explore and accept. The old way wasn't working, so it's on us to do what we got to do to survive. But we're not just surviving. We're evolving. We're growing. We're shifting. We're ascending. That's what it's all about. We got to let people lay where they are. And if it's their time, if it takes them a year or two to catch up, let them take a year or two to catch up. But they can't catch up if you're still stuck in the same place with them. You gotta grow. Let it go. Absence makes the heart grow fonder, right? Isn't that what you've heard? So give yourself the opportunity to be absent. Remove yourself from their presence and let yourself mentally go. And realize that if we don't catch it on this go round, if we don't allow ourselves to grow and help heal Mother Earth and experience the things that we're here to experience in our greatest vibration, that you'll be around here doing it again. All over again. Womp, womp, womp. Right here with the same miserable prisoners. Do not allow yourself to stay imprisoned by your own mental constructs. You're keeping yourself wrapped into a box by a disheveled and discontorted sense of obligation to certain people that don't even realize that you feel obligated to them because they got their heads so stuck up their ass. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what Tom is doing, Dick is doing, Harry is doing, Sally, Mary, or Sue. It doesn't matter what they're doing. It matters what you do. And you can make the choice to let them be where they are so that you can now grow, to evolve, and be the amazing being that you can, so you can give them something to aspire to. You got to mentally let them go. Mentally let them go. And don't put yourself through the turmoil. It's not worth it. Not anymore. Okay? I hope we got that. I hope that analogy helped. Help break it down. Because it's time to go. It's go time, people. It's go time. We need to use this fiery energy to help move and propel. Now is the time to start being alive. Things that used to take 20 years to happen is now happening in 2 months. So now is the time that you can really catch up. If you feel that you've been lagging behind, get your butt in gear and let's go. Okay? Alright. I love you. That's all my passion. I love you. And until we connect again, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love. Peace.